Hi Taurus, how are you doing? So I'm going to be doing your reading from February the 22nd to February the 28th. I'm going to be looking at what happens, just some general messages, and yeah, let's get a vibe. This is just a general reading as well, so if it doesn't resonate, that's totally fine. Maybe find a video that does. Okay, so I've got these cool Nordic tarot cards. I'll find out a message. Ooh, got some already. Six of Swords in reverse, Knight of Swords. Four of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Wands, Page of Wands. Oh God. Lying out. The Emperor, the High Priestess, and the Six of Wands. Okay, we'll take that. Interesting that we've got the High Priestess and Six of Wands. Kind of interesting thing about intuition linked to sort of making a hasty decision almost and getting success from that decision. So it's almost like you have a gut feeling about something and that feeling leads to success, because we have these two together, success and empowerment. But really that High Priestess is very much about intuition, it's about knowing, it's about education, and the Six of Wands, again, it's about making decisions that lead to success that can be a little bit too forceful at times. So if it feels like the decision is on the tip of your tongue and it feels good, that's more of a successful kind of venture. But if you feel like it's, you know, you're really pushing it and you're trying to put a lot of tension there, perhaps not so much. I think this decision really encompasses a lot of maturity with this Emperor. So we have got this element of feeling very mature. It's interesting because we've got maturity juxtaposed with Page of Wands, which is more about innocence and, you know, wanting to believe the good in people. Okay, I think some of you have got an Aries guy in your life and he's very dominant, and you want to believe that there is more vulnerability to him. I definitely think there's some element of wanting to jump into a relationship at the moment, but also you know that you've got the wisdom. And I also want to say like the lessons learned, because I'm getting a kind of thing about wisdom coming through, about the lessons learned that help you understand things, okay? It's almost like some of you have been in this kind of a position before, you know, it's like a wheel, a cycle going round and round, and you've been here before, you know? I think this is why you have this intuition that leads you to try and make decisions now, because you feel a little bit more ready to do that, more open, again, more mature. But this is also linked to some other things. I'm trying to get as many messages as I can for different people because this is a general reading, so I want to make it as kind of flexible as I can. Some of you definitely like more interested in an older partner. An older partner that can help you. Like someone definitely in some kind of managerial leadership role, especially when it comes to teaching people things, like a leadership role in which they teach people things. And I think you're almost maybe fantasizing a little bit about this. There's an interesting sense of responsibility, empowerment and maturity coming through in this reading this week. So we're starting to feel a little bit more adult. So that might be why I'm getting those kind of visions of older kind of men and older women, more mature. You know, Ten of Wands is a bit more responsible. This is really interesting when it comes to letting things go, you know, and almost watching something bad for you die, right? I always say this is like almost you having the upper hand, being more cunning, having more of a strategic advantage, and being more responsible. It's so interesting to have that juxtaposed, again, this maturity, responsibility, empowerment with innocence, okay? It's kind of interesting there. I think you might be wanting to make a decision that gives you a bit more stability because it's perhaps been turned on its head. There's Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it's interesting. This is, to me, you having to let go of something, okay? So before, So upright, this would be, you know, holding on to something perhaps that's not good for you. In reverse, this is really good for letting go of things you don't need. Again, making that responsible decision to be like, no, 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 you're not in my life now, I don't want it in my life. Or, you know, maybe this is to do with money. You know, Four of Pentacles in reverse is very good when it comes to money, because it's almost like letting go of the desperation and the need for something. So we can apply that to money, but we can also apply that to relationships too. I want to apply it to relationships because that's what I'm seeing. But like I say, apply it to whatever resonates in your life. Then we've got Knight of Swords. So bravery, spontaneity, feeling skillful. Again, really feeling your oats. You're feeling your oats this week, you know. Spontaneity with that Knight of Swords. There's this kind of fast-paced movement. I think, again, that bravery is linked to the maturity of the Emperor. It's like, I need to move steadily towards a goal of mine this week. Some of you are definitely really intrigued about going for a new kind of career or a new kind of placement in your life, a new study opportunity that gives you the opportunity to showcase your skill. And then we've got Six of Swords in reverse. Again, this is very interesting because I think linked to all of this, this is really more about feeling stunted again. So it's like the Knight of Swords here in upright and the Six of Swords in reverse is a little bit about movement. Okay, so again, we can link that to this relationship that you may be thinking of. We can link it to, I want to link it to movement of opportunities, really. Again, with this empowerment and success, Six of Wands and High Priestess. It's almost like if you feel the intuition to move around and do things, you really want to act on it, but at the moment you can't. Obvious reasons with Corona, but might be for other reasons as well. It might be that you're trying to collect some money to be able to do a new venture. There's a lot of ideas going through your head this week, and a lot of them are to do with starting to be more mature, you know, taking on money, being responsible in a relationship, kind of wanting to seek out a more industrious partner, you know, wanting to, and when I say industrious, I mean people who have strong leadership skills, but also they're really inspired by people of justice. You know, again, I'm talking about Aries, and the opposite of Aries is Libra. So a lot of the Libra vibes came to me to begin with, but we definitely have that Aries and a lot of Earth energy, specifically Taurus, but Capricorn too if you have a Capricorn placement. So that really comes through quite strongly this week. Okay, I'm going to do a love card for those that are interested. If you're not, obviously just ignore this part. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. That's very interesting, actually, when it comes to being mature in a relationship. You know, when you dote on somebody and you kind of put your own affections onto somebody else, seeking perfection, it's quite an immature thing to do. We all do it, obviously. I'm not calling anyone out on that. But it's an immature, sort of short-sighted kind of way of doing things. Again, we all do it. It's just a human nature. But to love yourself first, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. It gives you this empowerment of the High Priestess, you know. So it's, again, that kind of phrase that I was saying about you feeling your oats this week, being more mature and loving yourself, being more responsible when it comes to understanding yourself and making decisions that are for you and they're not for anybody else, okay? They're not for your mother or your father or for your lover or for your best friend or your brother or your sister or your dog or your cat or your freaking, you know, tapeworm. It's for anybody. It's for you, okay? It's for you. It's for you to be spontaneous and brave like the Knight of Swords, be mature and industrious like the Emperor, be almost innocent and kind like the Page of Wands, responsible, Ten of Wands, and then empowered and intuitive like the High Priestess, okay? So overall, I think this is a really great week for you guys, Taurus. Again, a little bit of money coming through. I know we like to hear that. And also, again, kind of dealing with older figures in our life as well. So anyway, if you like this video, give it a like and a comment if you like. And yeah, I hope to see you around. Have a great week, guys. Bye.